Hi and welcome back. So right here I am using the LA Girl translucent powder for the first time. It is the clear one that's for all skin types. Anyways, I have never been a big fan of many clear translucent powders ever, like the NYX or this one so far. And it's just because of the way that it oxidizes on the skin and makes the makeup look like it looks really ashy and dusty and gray, and it also separates the makeup a lot. So I'm not a big fan of like the translucent unless it's like Laura Mercier, but you know, who wants to spend that much money on a powder? But I like usually that banana yellow color. Like right now I'm using LA Girl or Revolution, and both of them are pretty good. But of course, if you're willing to go more high-end, Laura Mercier or Ben Nye are good baking powders to use. I've also seen really good reviews on the Huda Beauty one, but I have yet to try it. So right here, I'm going into my eye look with the ColourPop palette. I'm in Yes Please. And it's so unfortunate, but my camera, I just got this new camera and it tends to just shut off while I'm recording. So, and I can't remote control it from my phone. So when it shut off, I was not aware that it was shutting off or that the video had stopped. So you will notice later in the video that there is a huge cut between my eye makeup, and I apologize for that. But I thought I'd still share the look with you so that you could kind of see how it starts and how it ends. But I hope you enjoy the video. I will also put details on my description and also kind of detail them within the video. Also in this video, you'll notice that my foundation is super dry looking, and that's because I used something different on this day. I'm probably gonna do another record and review of their foundation, but it is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD foundation. And in this video, honestly, it felt like everything was falling apart. So I don't want to review it just yet because I want to have a good time like talking about it while I'm applying it and really getting into detail about. Also, you can get these products, these LA Girl products at Ulta Beauty, but I ended up getting this. It was on sale at CVS. All their products were buy one, get one free. So I did like a huge haul and bought $70 worth of makeup, and that was after the discount. So you can imagine the amount of items that I got. But anyways, I really do want to do a full review on it later and try it out again on camera when the camera is like working the way that I need it to work, and the lighting, because my lighting was off too. Like my lighting was completely off from what it normally is. So it's pretty dark in here in this video. So just keep that in mind.
One eternity later.
So I am continuing to blend, and as you can see, it's really looking pretty. Also, this camera that I bought, so I originally wanted the A6000, which is the one that I'm recording on right now, and I ended up getting the other model, the 5100 by Sony, and realized that it had an overheating issue, and that bothered me immediately. And I went to Best Buy and I told them what was going on, and they upgraded me to the 6000. They said, wow, this will be way better. You'll really like it. You won't have an overheating issue. You'll be able to video record for, 30 minutes plus before you seem to run into any issues. And I was like, okay, well, the fact that they're even saying any issues was kind of made me super iffy, but I knew that if there was something wrong, I could always just take it back and get a different camera. Well, there are more things wrong with this one than there were with the 5100, which is a cheaper version of it. They're the same amount of megapixels. They have almost the same specs. This one's just a little bit more high performance when it comes to, you know, the speed and everything, but my lens makes a ton of noise. It doesn't autofocus as quickly as I'd like it to sometimes. And I can't auto remote from my phone, which is really annoying because the 5100 allowed me to do that so I could see everything recording. And I also was aware of when the camera would shut off. So it's been kind of a frustrating gamble with these cameras, but I would say overall the 5100, if you're gonna go for a Sony and you want a mirrorless camera that acts as a DSLR, I would go for the 5100 if you're on kind of a budget. And then I got a separate lens for it to be zoomed in, and it was better. From what I was told, it's better for filming. Anyways, so I'm going in with a cut crease, and I was kind of between the MAC concealer and Boing by Benefit, and Boing just kind of like did a little bit better for this, even though it was a bit creamier than I wanted my concealer to be. But as you can see, the way that it applies is a lot smoother than the way that the MAC one did, and the MAC one did transfer, which is something that I didn't really want for my cut crease. Also, I wasn't really impressed with the color that I ended up going for my cut crease. I should have gone for a pinkier color, but you'll see that as that comes up. But here is how I tend to do my cut crease. I would go a bit higher just so that I could avoid that transferring, especially with the lighter colors and the shimmer and glitters, because it does transfer to that darker color a lot of the time. But just follow the tutorial and see how you like how it turns out. Here is where we lose most of that video. You'll be able to see that I used a couple different colors, and I will list them in my, in the top on the page right here, and also I'll put them in my description because they are of the Yes Please palette and the ColourPop palette. So you'll be able to see which ones I used going inward. So it was kind of like that halo look. So I had about 4 different colors going in to that yellow. And I topped it off with the MAC Dazzle Liquid Eyeshadows in Not Afraid to Sparkle. So look out for that. I'll put a picture of that too as well up in the corner. As you can see here, it was almost like I used a foundation without a primer. Like you could see patches of areas where my makeup has come off from probably my skin being too dry with using so much product on it. These are the after photos so that you could kind of get a glimpse of what I was working with. The foundation was super light, so I will be doing a different recording on the foundation another time. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I know it was a little bit hard to follow and I was rambling a lot, but thank you so much.